If it's knowledge you seek, we've...
I were right, Clive. My dad had it all worked out.
He'd be proud of you, Mid. His writings may have helped, but this achievement is all yours. Can we catch them?
The Ainayar's one of the largest, fastest vessels ever built. And it won't help she has the wind at her back. Any other ship would be hard-pressed to keep pace with her, let alone reel her in. But this isn't any other ship. This is the Enterprise! And the world's never seen any... Anything like my dad's engine.
It certainly hasn't.
Clive, what do you know of Barnabas Thumb?
Only what the bards sing. That he sailed to Ash from southern lands. That it was his mastery of the blade which won him the throne. And that his sword, Odin's sword, can sever the very threads of creation. But don't lose any sleep over a last tilt. We'll do what we must to survive.
What we must.
The light!
I thought this cove was meant to be hidden.
Mid! Company!
Eh?
We'll hold them off until the ship is ready. But hurry!
Bollocks! All hands! Man your stations!
Everyone with me? Here they come! Mid needs
care of these fuckers.
About that offer, Gav? How are we doing, Mid? I thought you said that ship was fast! Oh? I haven't felt this alive in 20 summers!
Rules like the cockpit occurs. Without the bag and I'll 70 pounds for it first.
This one. This one. Over here. This one.
That was easy enough.
All right, you lousy lot. Get your asses on board. She's ready to sail.
You heard the captain.
Clive?
But I thought he was...
Confound it. Then it is as I feared. Sleipnir is no man, but a creation of Odin.
Phoenix's fiery fundament. Have you no normal enemies?
Up for another round?
Of course we are. Right, Lord Rosfield?
My boy, there was a time people called me the Executioner. Who was my enemies? No matter, heads will roll all the same.
Mate, you plan! You leave! We follow!
Follow? Swimming, are you? Oh, bugger me! Weigh anchor! Engine's dead slow ahead!
Have care, my friends. 'Tis not blood that runs through an Eddie's veins. These foes will not fall easily.
But they will fall. Like oaks before a woodman's axe. Good thing I brought one!
How long are we meant to keep this up?
As long as it takes. Unless you have a better idea.
Well, I've already killed at least 5 of the bastards. Fuck it. Let's do the lot.
This one. Over here! Go!
you make for the ship?
Not yet. Wait for my signal.
You're finished.
In your own time, Clive!
Right, run for it! Now, mate!
Alright, engine full ahead! And hold on tight!
What do you want?
That's quite a mess you've made. And wholly unnecessary. You are my offering to Mythos. I would not see you damaged.
Now back to your stations! Every bell spent treading water puts another league between us and the galleon.
I don't suppose Mid has a spare engine? Since you rose from the grave, my fortunes have plummeted. Are you absolutely certain of this quest of yours, Clive? The foes you face are as terrible as they are numerous.
Aye. And they'd have us live and die on their terms, which should answer your question.
Ha! You have that same stubborn look as your father did when he set his mind to something. On the battlefield, I am but a single axe. A deadly one, mind, but a single one nonetheless. Yet what you require is 1,000, and I believe my old friend in Brandalar can provide them. Take care, Clive. I have many more tales of your father's exploits to share. And I cannot very well do that if you're dead. Again.
Good luck, Uncle. And may fair winds attend you.
As for you, Joshua, take care.
I shall do my best, Uncle.
Farewell, my nephews. When next you see me, it shall be with an army at my back. Oh, oh, there. Oh, oh, oh. Cheerio! Oh, yeah. Do keep up, my boy.
Well, you can't have him showing us up now, can we?
We would never hear the end of it.
Greek of mercy. All this. What have I done?
My lord. Between here and Waloed, but any ship heading north has to round Zemeckis and put through the Narrow. Maintain our current bearing north-northeast, and we'll catch the Black Galleon before she vanishes again.
What's to prevent her from circling around Ash from the south?
With these winds in those waters, it'd taken forever and a fortnight to reach Stonehere.
Mid knows what she's talking about, Clive. Better than any of us lot, anyway. I say we do as she tells.
Sails on the horizon.
She's ours. Look alive, boys! Pull ahead! And keep those furnaces fed!
Aye, aye!
Do you feel that?
Jill.
All hands! Battle stations! Let's see what this girl can do.
Where one leads, so does the other follow. The bond of consciousness which joins them condemning both to the same fate. Yet my every attempt to strike it from their hearts serves only to tighten its hold. Fascinating. But then, there is naught my blade cannot sever.
or never.
I'll find her. Where did you hide, Barnabas?
Stay down! All yours, Torgal! This one! Go, Torgal! Torgal, kill! Attack! All yours, Torgal! Go, Torgal! Attack!
Go, Torgal!
You came.
Get back!
Clive, how did you...
I'll explain later. Hands. Can you walk?
Out of here I can.
Stand still!
Phoenix. Are you not the dominant of fire? I see naught before me but a guttering flame.
In earnest, then.
Can you go on?
I think so. But to where?
What did you do to Joshua?
The Phoenix? Oh, I expect he will survive. This consciousness in which you coil your feeble souls is grown thick with desperation. And thus has my master turned to my blade. The world will soon be painted in black. And all that live shall gather in death's autumn wake.
Not if we remove the cause of this misery. Not if we destroy the last of the Mother Crystals and restore balance to the world.
Come. Do you truly think it's so simple? The Blight is inevitable. Not even the Almighty might stop its endless march. Your efforts will avail us naught. Naught, that is, but suffering. You must embrace the truth, Mythos. Accept your place with the Lord.
Keep it. As long as there's a chance, there's a choice.
Ever led astray by your blind resolve.
Now, it is time you learn the inevitability of your divine fate. However much it may hurt.
Get as far away as you can.
Clive, no.
Trust me, Jill.
We don't have to do this. Oh, but we do. If only to remind you of your duty.
This one.
In a short time since our last meeting, you have grown much. Yet as a vessel, I fear my lord will still find you lacking.
Let's try.
Defend yourself! All this fire and fury, and for what? Stopping the blight. A foolish notion fed to you by a foolish man.
How dare you?
You know naught of this world nor of our place in it. If our fates were so easily rewritten, we would all be gods. I have seen enough. If reason cannot sway you, there are other means of persuasion that might. Raise your guard. Over here! This I shall cut you free. Cast off your chains. Over here! Rise, Mythos. Thus is the light of hope severed. You would yield so soon.
Never.
Clive!
Do you not see? Your iron will weighs you down, dragging you ever further from your purpose.
And what is my purpose?
Mythos. Who are we? What are the dominants? The breath of the Creator still warm on our lips. We carry his light that we might guide the masses in his name.
We are but mighty acts of God.
We are more than that.
You would be nothing without what he has granted you. The power we wield is his, and yet every time we draw upon it, it wears away at our very being. It breaks us. It unmakes us, that its immaculate aspect might reveal itself. The icon. It is too much for even his chosen few. Apart from you, Mythos. You wield the might of many, yet your body does not answer for its avarice.
What are you saying?
What I am saying is that we dominants are a means to an end. We were created for you, that you might drink deep of our strength and thereby fulfill your divine purpose.
Which is?
To feed. As you would know, could you only look beyond the walls of your prison of self-regard. As long as you choose to ignore this, you shall never penetrate my defenses. Still, you may take solace in the fact that you are not alone in your plight. The chains of volition shackle all of mankind, but there is yet cause to rejoice. For the Lord, in his mercy, has taken pity on his flawed creations, and shall see them restored to their proper forms.
And what exactly would that be?
Why, loyal servants to God. No.
Manners, Lord Rossfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
You mean to turn everyone Akashic?
Not turn, Mythos. Turn back. For too long has mankind been led astray by their clamorous wills. It is time they return to a world of quiet equality, where they might once more know salvation.
Salvation? And abandon everything we hold dear?
We don't need your salvation. We'll save ourselves, and we'll do it on our own terms. Not yours, and not your gods.
With every defiant expression of your will, the tighter the chains of consciousness become. But perhaps that fact may be put to use.
Clive!
The faster it binds you to the remaining dominance, the stronger your hunger will become. Until it leads you back to the only answer there ever was. Mayhap not by the path my master intended, but back all the same.
Ash is not far. I could freeze a path.
You're in no fit state.
Probably not, but I can try. Don't look back! The others are safe.
The Enterprise was clear of the gap when we fell. They made it, Jill. And they will have seen the ice where it led. We need only wait till dawn.
This is the second time Barnabas has bested me. I'm powerless against him.
And maybe there really is nothing else for it but to give yourself to his master. Only you won't do that. The Clive I know would never do that.
So you believe? But do you really know me? If what Barnabas said was true, then I'm more monster than man. And each time I summon the flames from within, I burn away the things that make me who I am.
Do you, though? Think of what you've used that power for. Of all the people you've saved. It doesn't matter how or by whom it was granted, only how you choose to use it. And you've chosen to use it for good, haven't you?
I've also used it to kill. What if that's my purpose? What if it's all I'm good for?
You're still that same boy I grew up with. Always so eager to save everyone around you, and yet always so alone. Because you failed to realize the one thing that needed saving most of all. You, Clive. You. You never once took the time to save yourself.
Myself? I think I might be beyond saving.
No one is beyond saving. Provided they want to be saved. You fight to survive. And you survive so that you may protect those you love. It's what you do. What you've always done. And I know you're not about to change. So I'm going to help you. To give you what you need to protect us all.
Jill. Are you sure? If this is what you want, then...
Don't worry, Clive. It is. This burden, I'll give you the strength to bear it alone.
But I'm not alone. These burdens I carry, my sins, my pain, my sorrow, I see now that they are all a part of me. those I love. And I will gladly bear your burdens too, until my last breath.
Clive.
I promise you, Jill. We will find a way to escape this fate. Find a way to save each other. That we might one day look upon the moon again, together.
And I promise you, Clive, that I will be there, no matter what you must become.
I know. I never thought a smile could bring me so much joy.
What of Barnabas? Do we pursue him?
No. Our paths will cross again soon enough. Whether we like it or not. Besides, there is something we must do first.
Of course. Drake's spine. The last Mother Crystal.
The Einherjar is at the bottom of the sea. Waloed won't dare move on Storm without her. But they know we're coming now. We'll need a plan. And a damn good one at that.
Then let's go home and find one. Ash will have to wait.
Mid says Odin split the sea, but there's talk.
I struggle to believe him.
I see your uncle is...
He stayed with the Enterprise. After our brush with the Einherja, she was in urgent need of repair. We're to join him there when we're ready to...
You sure that's wise?
Show me a city where that isn't true.
We're running out of time. We've done our best to shore up that hideaway. But I doubt if you still... We'll keep at it.
Let's hope so. I should visit Joshua. Assuming Talia will allow it.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Here you go. Always something, isn't there?
How may I help you today, Clive? Is everything we've received and everything promised all done?
Heard the bad news then, Dick.
What bad news?
About Dravost. Blackthorn's old haunt. Well, anyway, the mine's just down the road from there.
And the village?
Safe from the flood for now, but they've got other problems. Akashic. Zoltan and the others are living on borrowed time. Doris sent a few curse breakers to keep an eye on things, but there's only so much a cup. If something ain't done soon...
I won't let that happen.
Didn't think you would.
Does Blackthorn know?
I thought it might be better if he didn't. He'd only do something stupid. You reckon we should tell him?
No. It's better this way.
Yeah, well... I can't stand about knowing what's happening out there, so I'm off. I'll see you in Dravost.
Clive. How may I help you today?
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk. Thank goodness Sid made it home safely. Come back.
Hope adrift on foam-flecked peaks, despair looms below. Yet
Sid!
Still alive, are you? If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. You'll not find a better price than that. Come again. Oh, don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
These days.
There's no way of knowing if Doris will confide in me. But
Trouble with your gear, or what do you want? No scratches, all right? Anything else? No. Yeah, the whale. Clever girl, that one. I'll keep the forge up.
Have you tried Molly's lemon tarts?
Canva loss.
Can't be true. Miss, can we read Miss Editor's story for our lesson today? How was she? The Enterprise.
don't tell me.
Oh no, I'm working on bringing. It's got a reverberatory hood over the top. For additional let's just say it gets very blimmin' hot. Only mithril engines get hotter. And you can't chuck ore in water. Trouble is, we won't be able to make out of it. And I hear you once helped Helena get...
If it's for the good of the hideaway?
Oh.
So?
We've got a couple of examples.
More fallen material. So this smelter is similar to the mithril.
That's right. They're a bit, and what's more, they're directional. We've collected as many as we can. And I know...
So you want me to visit some ruins?
That's it, and we're only 3 short, mind. There's one up Amber Way, and another in the Silent South, over in Dalmec.
All right, then.
It'll do.
are you feeling, Joshua?
Better than I was.
But not nearly as well as you should be. Your cuts and burns may have healed, but your body still bears the burden of every spell cast.
And what would you have had me do? It was no ordinary foe we faced. It was the Warden of Darkness. Yet still, it was not enough. The king could have ended me at any moment, but instead chose to toy with me like a curl does a mouse.
You underestimate yourself.
Oh, it was crystal clear. Only one man established his dominance that day, and that man... I'm sorry, brother. It's just... I have never felt so... Perhaps the...
What is this place?
Don't move. Here, it's fresh from the well. Grandmother told me spirits sometimes get lost, and that the lanterns guide them to their proper place. I set one on the river for her when she passed away.
The fiend works from the shadows. Was it you who guided my hand, then, Ultima? No, not you. This is my doing, my fault, my sin to bear. And for it, I must atone.
Your hurts are healing nicely. It was my poultices that saw you well.
You make them?
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Forgive me. I have nothing to...
I know, but I couldn't just leave you lying there. You're going then?
Of course. I'm healed. Thanks to you and your poultices.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
Well, Phoenix, it would seem that I owe you my wings.
Perhaps he can find an answer. You will be returning to Waloed soon, I gather.
I see no reason to wait.
Then neither do I.
I can think of a few, but I doubt they'll stop you. You will take your medicine.
Of course, Lady Daya.
Set on leaving already, are you?
How long will it take us to get back to Ash?
Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get here. Maybe less, if your uncle can find someone trustworthy to patch up the Enterprise. All depends on where we're putting into port, mind.
Yes. It's not as if we can put ashore wherever we choose. We have to assume that the whole of Ash is hostile, and that we'll be attacked on sight.
Then we must find a place they won't think to look. And I have an idea who might know of one.
The Professor! I'll go and tell you coming!
While you're plotting our course, I'll be in the shelves with your lawsman. I wish to pick his brains about Ultima.
Then I'll talk to Karen about supplies for the journey. They may not be easy to come by in Ash.
Your brother's body won't take much more of this recklessness. You know that, don't you?
I do.
You've seen more of the world these past 5 years than most do in a lifetime. It's a shame you never had a moment to enjoy it.
Where are you?
Can I help you, Sid?
I'm looking for Doris. Is she here?
I'm afraid not. She's at Martha's Rest on a job. My job, actually. When she heard what the mission was...
Did she?
Following up on some... Once they'd settled in. The bearers you helped liberate in the Dragon's Eyrie were...
The slaver Cole's team were tracking when they were... I'll go and find her.
If she's not moved on already...
Why would Doris insist on going alone? Maybe Cole was right to be worried.
I still say it were a compliment.
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of Papio.
I was wondering when next you'd visit. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them. I have quite the find for you today. If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it. Did you learn everything you needed?
Mid said I could ride the Enterprise next. No, she didn't.
The stew's awfully thin. Come back.
Karen says she'll provide what she can for our voyage to Ash, and has even agreed to forgo payment. Until our return, that is. Karen says she'll provide what she can for our voyage to Ash.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. I still say it were a compliment.
Say. Ah, Clark, please tell me you've come to take our young prodigy.
I'm not here for Mid.
Then why not ask Molly if you can look and...
As soon as the Enterprise is ready, and we're going to need a safe place.
Preferably one that won't seem a ship.
If it were that easy, do you think Waloed would have Very little is known of Ash, and we have the good King Barnabas to thank for that. If there is anywhere safe to land...
Then tell us what we will find.
But no splinters.
All right, but interrupt me, and... Barnabas Thumb, the one they call the Last King. Understand him, and you will understand the kingdom of Waloed. Barnabas was only a boy when he arrived from beyond the southern seas, and barely a man before he united the ragged tribes of Ash. And having unleashed them upon the formidable Veldamark, he set his throne upon the ancient kingdom's ruins. The victory sent shockwaves around Valisthea, tales of Odin's might spreading through every court, parlor, and drinking hole in the realm. Note that this was in the year 843, and that the king still sits upon his throne some 40 years later, quite untouched by time. Waloed's recent inaction left many wondering if Odin had lost his appetite for war. And yet here we are. The Einherjar was committed to the fray, a bold declaration of intent. Orcs swarm around Drake's Fang, and throngs of Akashic haunt Canvas streets. Though how precisely the havoc they wreak serves Waloed remains unclear. Regardless, if the order to attack truly came from King Barnabas, then one thing is certain. Waloed has achieved the impossible, and made bedfellows of beastmen and the ether-addled alike. All of which is a roundabout way of saying that you will be in unknown territory when you set foot on Ash. Much of the continent has already been lost to the Blight, and what few ports remain will be fiercely guarded. And that is to say naught of its natural defenses. Offshore currents will cast an ill-equipped ship out to sea one moment, and dash it against the rocks the next. But then the Enterprise is anything but ill-equipped, and Mid has made land there before. Now, if only there were someone with an intimate knowledge of the Shadow Coast, and where a daring gentleman might put ashore. You see, Clive, you had the answer all along.
Do you think you can get us back to that beach, Mid?
Picked you up from it, didn't I? Not that it were easy. The currents were a right bastard. But then, if it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be worth doing, would it?
Well said. Thank you, Lady Vivian.
If a few morsels of common knowledge and a sprinkling of tavern talk are worthy of your thanks, I wonder what genuine intelligence might earn me.
Probably more visits. Mid, I need everyone in the ale hall now. I'll fetch Joshua from the shelves.
Aye, aye, Captain.
What will it be today? Allow me to educate you. Here you are. Thus ends today's lesson.
Please, Your Grace. Ah, my Lord Marquis. It was the greatest honor of my life. But now, so I bid you. Your companions are kind indeed. I must admit, but I see now.
Yote, is anything the matter?
My lord, yes. It's your brother, though he does his best to hide it.
I had feared as much.
There are certain elixirs which can ease the suffering of those afflicted. But His Grace's case is severe. The drafts, so I consulted with Talia and certain of my comrades, and thankfully a recipe was found. And our supplies are almost, unless we can secure more soon. My lord, I know that I have no right.
For Joshua? So?
A rare herb by the name of it grows only where the ether is densest. We discovered a patch near the aqueduct in Rosaria. But alas, the search continues for a new source.
So it's only that you can't reach it?
Well, yes.
Then I shall go in your step.
But
you've yet to find another source, correct? Besides, I'm a dominant.
Well, if Stonerwort is easily identified by its blood-red blooms, I shall remain here and
Clive, I wanted to give you something.
What's this?
A chest of all the medicines you're seeing as you're so reluctant to come to the...
I'm sure it will be very helpful in Entire.
And work Rodrigue all the harder, you mean? He's a quick study. I'll take that particular piece of advice when you heeded yours. Besides, who else is going to see that?
Who indeed?
Karen says she'll provide what she can for our voyage to Ash.
Maid said I could ride the
I have no
Enterprise
reason
next.
to assume otherwise.
No, she did.
Clive, you must listen to this. Lawsman, tell him.
Do you recall when we spoke before on the divinity of Ultima? Well, it inspired me to delve deeper into the subject. And what I discovered appears to agree with the findings of His Grace.
You will recall that my quest to uncover Ultima's origins began with the mural at Phoenix Gate. But while I've always known it to be important, its secrets have heretofore eluded me. Now, however, I believe I know where to find...
Master Clive, have you ever in your... I would think not, few have. But there was once a time when the faith flourished, the oldest known religion in the Twins. Hints of its dogma remain embedded in more modern...
Wait. You said it...
Religious monuments are often torn down or repurposed, but if no new faith arose, then perhaps the... And so, you see now...
It would appear the past still has much, though in this case, it would not have been possible. I am relieved to discover it in good...
I shall guard it with my life.
Joshua, if you're finished, I need to speak to everyone before we leave.
Right away.
If it please your grace, might I one day...
My apologies.
By now you've all heard where we're going and why. So I won't bother you with the ball. If we attempt to approach Stone here by sea, there's a good chance we'll be sighted and fall prey to the capital's artillery. So instead, we'll disembark on the southwest coast and make for Drake's Spine on foot. I say we, but it's highly likely the entirety of Ash is under the rule of Ultima. A large party would only attract unwanted attention, as well as slow our march and require supplies which may be difficult to obtain. Only Joshua and I will be going. And a scout. Preferably a good one. Gav, do you know of any?
You bet your ass I do. Might still borrow some of Lady Vivian's maps, though. Just in case, like.
Once you've dropped us off at the Shadow Coast, you need to retreat into neutral waters, fly merchant colors, and stay inconspicuous. If you sense any danger at all, you leave us behind and return to Storm.
Inconspicuous is my middle name. But like hell am I leaving anyone behind. The ship ain't going nowhere till your scurvy mugs are smiling on deck.
Jill, the Enterprise will appear a tempting target for royalists and pirates alike. You're to stop anyone boarding.
Don't worry. I'll keep the ship and her crew safe. You'll be needing passage home, after all.
But... very well.
If there are no questions, I'll see you all at the docks.
Let me know when you're leaving.
Of course.
The stew's awfully thin these days.
My Lord Marquis, that some of my fellow Guardians are to build a new home there.
It's true.
I have many fond memories. When I was a child, we would visit my aunt and uncle. I went to see Aunt Hannah after my uncle passed away, but...
Oscar.
My training is not yet complete.
I warned you I might not be the easiest of masters. Rebuild her home.
Thank you.
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of Papio now.
Is there out you need? But no more. There's no... Your lad's worth... and I've never looked back. Be seeing ya.
If I painted you black, could you fly me across the lake? Are you even listening?
The stew's awfully thin these days.
Thought I might grab myself a mug of Maeve's mead. Settle me stomach, you know, before we take to the high seas.
A shirt. This is a tavern, not a brothel.
Sid! Said they were all the rage in Dalamil. Have you had one?
Something smells good.
Bombs!
Hey? The bloody right.
It's supposed to be hot.
You don't know what you're talking about. The odor's what gives Chance's stew its, depth. And that's what makes it superior to any old lizard livers.
Oh, please. Have you even...
We all know that bearers have a resilience to the ill effects of ether.
Mid said I could ride the Enterprise next.
There are those who, despite being free...
Sid, did you know that chocobos are far more resilient to the effects of ether than most other beasts? Some say that's one of the reasons they were tamed for use as mounts and sumpters, so that an ether flood wouldn't mean instant death for their riders or drivers. Me, I reckon they built it up over generations. Too many foolish traders driving their birds into floods, and only the toughest surviving.
I am certain we will find what we seek in Ash, and learn the truth of Ultima's origins.
How do you split the sea, you reckon?
Is something wrong?
Not at all, honestly. Just wanted to let you know that I'll keep things...
I'll hold you to that. So Dravost is still standing. For now, at least.
If you can swing a hammer,
Clive!
And the Akashic?
Mostly off to the north still. But I spoke to Doris's scouts and it turns out things are... Told old Snotty to be ready to seal the north gate. Enough for the villagers to barricade themselves inside their own...
Well done.
Welcome back. I'd never have guessed, you know. Who'd have thought that the savior of Dravoj keen to help us out again?
I am.
Thought you could sneak off without me, did...
Blackthorn.
Oh.
One of the scouts couldn't keep his voice, unlike my best mate who didn't think so, Dan. Not enough for us to...
That your idea of an...
Don't listen to him. You only...
But that ain't the whole of it. Vulcan, our master, didn't he left it to me? Bloody if someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft. Our master wasted half his life that way.
So you're wasting half of mine and...
You're what Dravos need. Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I may be a selfish prick, but
What you had to do was your duty!
even if it meant we all starved...
Enough. You can finish beating each other up once Dravoj is safe.
Fine.
Yeah.
Sorry, Clive. We're short enough on time as it is. Still, give us a mo, would you? You,
We can't afford to waste it.
Right you are. Might be worth having one last... Don't want any nasty surprise. Oh, and... Blackthorn.
Akashic on the move.
How close are they?
Within sight of the walls. And they'll wash right over us if we stay out in the open. We're pulling back behind the gates.
Good idea. Get you...
Understood.
I'm prepared to fight if I have to.
Well, let's hope you don't. Once the scouts are inside, order your men to barricade the gates. No heroic last stands, you hear me? No...
August's right. I've seen what Akashic... The people here are tough and willing, but they ain't equipped to fight.
I'm going out there. Start work on the gate as soon as I've left.
And if they kill you?
You evacuate, and it won't come to that. Take good care of Dravoj till I get back.
Leave it to me. And...
All right. Which one of you's first?
Get him! It's over!
Is that it? Apparently not. the question... Did I miss any?
Man alive! As many as I could, he says. The old...
Only almost.
Yeah, one or two did try to sneak over the wall.
Good.
In time, yeah. But we...
Sid! Enough to give those Akashic monsters, but mostly...
I'm afraid I've only delayed. There's no getting rid of that ether flood, meaning that any living thing which stumbles into those mines...
And that's if the flood don't... I hate to say it, but the village...
That may be. With ether floods springing up all over, we'll fortify the gates, and I'll see that they're guarded.
All right. Then we'll get...
As for you, Blackthorn, that's twice you've turned up when Dravot, so...
I shouldn't have stayed up.
I was... You leaving gave me the perfect and from that day on, I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like if you'd stayed. You'd have been the...
Finally. So I hope you see the sense of it eventually.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy. Our work used to be the pride. Now, we churn out the same... It's not about the crop. I wouldn't send my son. I've kept working, honing the average castle apprentice as much. Come back to us, Blackthorn. I'll even man those bellows of yours if it means we...
That's a kind offer. There's people who trust their lives to my steel. But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit from time. Let's see if we can't rekindle this town.
I'd like that.
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let me in the next...
I never thought I'd see the day.
I'd say that went pretty well.
Even better than I'd hoped.
Sid.
And this is?
A token of our last, but... Designs for a certain sword have been passed.
Now hold on, Zoltan. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. I'll admit your cinders make impressive steel. And like the engravings on that thing. And they're not just for show.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravoged in the I knew I'd never surpass you with the hammer and tongs. It's between the two of us.
Clive, you wouldn't mind if Zoltan...
As long as he can keep our secret.
Right. Zoltan.
With a little help from Blackthorn, I don't see why we can't restore them.
Good girl. I'll need to deal with these ones first. Thanks, girl.
Ogle, kill! Attack! This one! Get over here!
Now to find this spherical echo. This is it. Right then. Just two more to find. Ready, girl?
Faster!
Damn it. The whole village is turned. No need to ride from here.
Over here! Now, Torgo!
down. One to go.
Sell anything today?
As much.
Fly, Ambrosia. That's better. Be safe. That's all of them. Owain can uncross his toes now.
The stew's awful.
We were just about to make a start on that.
It's funny, but... You remember Camille? Wibby used the steel, meanwhile. Will be tempered in a fire, and that whetstone from the Outer Isles. And the final flourish.
A team effort.
Now, save that. Right.
To the bellows it is, then.
Well, bugger me.
The sword to end all.
Thank you.
So, does this make you pair the greatest?
This, it'll take more than that to earn us our place, but we're up for the challenge.
A list of materials.
Zoltan and I got talking on the long road back from...
We reckon with those items there, we could craft...
That's a weapon I'd like to see.
I was hoping you'd say that.
One legend at a time, eh, lads? Before you start on the neck...
Good idea. No more drinking to forget my past. It's about time, mate.
Then tap the kegs!
I never fought me and Zoltan, and if it hadn't been for you, we would... What do you want? Anything else?
Do you reckon we finally got to the bottom of Blackfall?
No need to thank me for the sword. I'm happy. Just...
Oh, what is it? You take care now.
Have you tried Molly's lemon tarts?
Canva lost. It can't be true.
Miss, can we read Miss Editor's story for our lesson today? How was she? The Enterprise, I mean.
Ah, sir.
Good.
I'll fit him to the smell. May the Telemon for...
She's a beauty.
You saved my beacon again, Sid.
It's fine, really.
Oh, don't say that. I'm sure I can make a...
You could just...
But how about that clasp? Looks a bit stiff. Reckon you... And I reckon I know how. With a new... It's a metal, see? So it's...
Stretchy metal.
That is the spirit. So?
Thank you, Owain.
And I wanted to get some practice in using that metal anyway. Can't think of any right now, but maybe even out there. One day, the whole world's gonna know about the inventions you've helped us put together.
They'll hardly believe there are.
Then again, why settle for low-born chaff when we've honest-to-goodness royalty right here beneath our roof? If Prince Dion cannot see my love for him, then perhaps the Phoenix will.
Welcome home, Sid.
work here is done. Ready, go? Faster! We're not gonna outrun this one. Stay close, Corporal.
should have picked on someone your own size.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that.
Mistakes.
Safe.
covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them.
Through...
How do you split the sea, you reckon?
I reckon we're better off not knowing.
Doris should be somewhere nearby. Assuming she's still here.
Ah, Clive. I'd like you to take something... seeds for planting. I'll keep providing, but if Eastpool's going to survive, as of those poor, they've lived their whole life. Small wonder they ain't got the fog yet. And if you're wondering why you, Sir Wade's putting a brave face on it...
All right.
Thanks. There. That should be enough.
Gizal Green.
Not the most mouth-watering crop, better that than something that'll... And chocobos love it. Ain't exactly succulent.
I'll take your word.
Anyway, sir, I'll go up there and...
I'm sure you will.
Just because the heavens have gone to rack and ruin, it don't mean we have to.
Nearly done.
Now.
The world seems to be changing so fast lately, I can hardly keep up.
How do?
That all, is it?
Want to know how to tell if the world's going to rack and ruin? Look for busy bladesmiths.
I've got greens of all
Looking for
shapes and
shelter,
sizes.
are you?
Colours
Come
too.
on inside, I'll introduce
Mostly
you to
green
Martha.
though.
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
It's been a pleasure, Doris. Just like
I'll give your offer some thought.
How goes the investigation?
Sid, what brings you to Martha's Rest?
You. I heard you were out here on your own.
Of course. And it had to be me. The bearers from the dragons, she's no fool. If we'd come...
That was her just now, so...
I'd say so. Seems her time in Rosaria is coming to an end. She's abducted after her brush with those beastmen on the road to Northreach. She hired herself an Imperial escort. She's dangerous, Sid. But I think I can stop her.
Then I'm going with you. I'll take care of the escort. You can see
The Baum Archers, soon to break camp. You go on ahead.
Good. How did Doris come to know us?
we've waited long enough. She's not coming.
Back to civilized.
With all haste. I presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many delays as it is.
Yes, Mom.
Oh, it appears we have company. Kill him.
You're welcome to try. So much for your escort.
You'll forgive me for not avenging my men. I'm not the swordswoman I used to be. I surrender. Do with me as you wish, Cid the Outlaw.
Cid!
Ah, Doris. I always wondered where you'd vanished to, but casting your lot with this criminal of all people.
Better fighting for a cause than killing for coin. I'm sorry, Cid. I should have told this woman, my former master, once trained bear. She raised me like a daughter, and I did terrible things to earn her favor.
It wasn't all terrible. Surely, you were always so eager to learn, and had such clever hands. But you proved yourself a master of both. How about it, my little dad?
I never swore my blade to liberate the bearers of this war. Farewell, master.
You always were a righteous. Perhaps that's the reason I loved you so.
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted, and she no longer has friends in high places. The Dame does, though. Her connections at the Imperial Court will see that justice is...
All right.
I am. And thank you.
And I should head back to the hideaway and put coals...
Doris's message just arrived.
With any luck, they'll be joining us in the... Oh, and your letter.
I'd been hoping as much. She mentioned so the slaver we'd been chasing all these months was... She's been arrested, by the way. She won't be getting off lightly. The Empire may have no love. Can't have been easy for Doris.
I'm sure it wasn't.
I hope so. You had quite the past yourself before you came here. Anyway, thanks again, Cid.
Keep up the good work, Cole.
Ah, Lord Rossfield. What brings you to Eastpool?
A delivery from Martha.
These are Gizar. Martha's keen to cut the apron. I jest, of course. But they'd long since gone to seed.
Martha was hoping he might be able to show the bearers how, so that they'll be able to fend for them.
That's not a... These bearers had only recently escaped their bond. They know little of freedom. Unless we teach them how to live like free men, I fear that all we have achieved in bringing them here is to exchange one master for another. Not that myself and the Guardians have been the best example to them so far. Subsisting, it's about time we all started to provide. Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy of late to focus on much besides bolstering our...
The Horde is... They're coming, Sir Wade.
Damn it all. I thought we... Gather the men in the square. Send to the rest for
Yes, Sir Wade.
The Horde.
A Kashek. A veritable legion of them. They've been seen prowling around... We don't have the numbers to hold back a swarm that size. I had hoped to build a perimeter wall so that myself and the Guardians might be able to...
Now you're out of time.
Precisely. If reinforcements from the rest arrive before they do...
What if you could call on
You mean the bearers? We brought them here...
So wait. You said you lack men to defend the village. Though they may not be trained soldiers like your guardians.
You're right, my lord. I will... My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
You would send us to the slaughter. To serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will. A home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
What are you doing?
All right. Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together. For Eastpool! For Eastpool!
Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
Well, if it was numbers you were lacking, you certainly won't be now.
Thanks to you.
Me?
Lord Rossfield, my late...
So what's the plan?
We'll divide our forces into several small detachments, each made up of guardians, bearers. Upon engaging with the Akashic, each detachment will keep the...
You're going to lure them into...
I am. We will have neither the time nor the resources to treat the wounded, so by coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers drawn from among the with luck, and for you and I to...
A sound plan, but one that'll require a leader with... I'd say you have both in abundance, Sir Wade. Please, leave the...
Ha! And let you have...
Sir Wade!
Then you know what we work together, each shielding the other that no man might for Rosaria.
For Rosaria!
We've no time to argue, my lord.
And I will do as you...
Suppose we'd better do our bit.
Right, you...
before the storm. And here it comes.
We can't let Eastpool fall.
And we won't. Looks like that's the last of them.
Lord Rossfield!
What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic curl's been sighted on Rhiannon's...
Well, the better half of her guarded. So wait, how many Akash...
Hard to say. My men are still faithful. I could order a detachment.
No. Let you stay here too, so wait. I'll go after the curl. Join me only when East...
If you're sure. May the Founder protect...
This is no time to ride.
Come to tell me an Akashic curl's heading towards the rest? Get yourself down there. We can handle things here.
I might not know one of
Good girl. There it is. With me, Joshua. This one. All right. Back to Eastpool.
Lord Rosfield.
It's dead.
Thank the Fountain. We were able to eradicate them. I have guardians posted around the village to keep watch. I hesitate to say it, but I think it might be over.
I think it might.
We saved East. Thank you, my friend.
No, Sir Wade. You brought us together. Showed us...
We never had nothing to call our own, but now we do.
Forgive us, Sir Wade. But there's no doubt in my mind, we're free men now. We have to fight to protect what's ours.
And we shall. This is our home. And if any...
They'll have us to add.
Come on, then.
This village isn't gonna...
They're not slaves anymore.
No. Your father took pity on them, and I believe if he was still with us...
I believe you might be right.
I shall remain here, my lord. And after all, this is my home now, too.
I think you'll find it's East Pudlian. But you should be proud, all the same. I'll have to pull my weight, too. Can't have the... Speaking of which, I ought to be...
Can we continue to count on your support?
Of course. And us Rosarians have got...
Indeed we have.
And Clive, come by the Golden State. I ain't paid you for delivering them seeds.
All right.
Lord Rosfield, clearing the goblins from the still. There's one sight that I shall never... Since that day, there have been more than a few times when the odds seemed so stacked in the enemy's favor. But every time, I would think back to the look in your... to be a shield. Know that whatever trials Eastpool may face, I shall never...
So Wade, you have always been a true shield. I know that Eastpool, and indeed all of Rosaria...
Thank you. I know the rest of the world will be safe.